Rambo First Blood is the supposed final installment in the Rambo series, and once again stars Sylvester Stallone and is directed by Adrian Grunberg. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. And in this film, Rambo is retired. He's living this quiet ranch life. He's with his niece, and she gets into some trouble, and then he has to do some stuff to save her, and then things become more personal, and then he has to take everybody on, and there's a lot of fighting and killing. If your sole reason of being in the theater for this film is the action, then you're probably gonna get your money's worth. The last 25 minutes of this film are pretty awesome. Admittedly, they're great. It's exactly what you'd want out of a Rambo film. But there is a preceding movie before that, which is not the best. It's pretty messy. It's very clunky. There's a lot of things in it which I really did not need, and a lot of stuff that really bogs down this film. The first half of this film is genuinely really bad. There's a lot of similarities to films which are better than it, like Taken. There's a massive similarity to that film throughout the entirety of this movie. Skyfall is another major one because of the finale especially. If you've seen the trailer, he's setting up these traps around the house, and that's kind of like Skyfall. But then that was also kind of like an homage to Home Alone in the first place. So it's kind of like the R-rated version of those two, like, you know, that's like their R-rated love child of sorts. But again, this is one of those reviews which you watch it, and even though I'm not gonna maybe give it the best score, it doesn't matter because you're here for the action. How is that? Yeah, it's gory. It's pretty over the top at times. There's some really cool moments of deaths, I guess, and it's awesome in that regard. But if you're looking for something a little bit more than that, a little more to chew on perhaps, then you're probably not going to be a big fan of this movie, because that's definitely missing throughout most of this film. Sylvester Stallone is doing a really good job once again. He's really good as this character. He's really putting in his all. And so are most of the supporting characters, especially the niece. They're trying. They're really trying. It's just that the storytelling and the writing and even the editing at points is just really bad. The first half also has some embarrassing cinematography mistakes. There's a scene where they're trying to zoom in on something. Now, if you've seen any films, you know it zooms in pretty smoothly. Oh wait, I can't zoom in for some reason. But there's this very, like, jarring way of zooming in. I'll tell you what I mean. So here's this action figure I have here of Night Monkey. I'm gonna zoom in on this now. You see that stuttering that's happening for the most part? You see that? You see this? This was in the movie. You could actually see the camera stutter in like this, and it just got left in there. There's even out of focus shots throughout the film. Like, I'm focusing on the wood right now, and yeah, that actually happens a few times in the movie. Again, there are some things that do work. There are some nice emotional moments that were pretty effective. There's a few sequences with Sylvester Stallone in this which were just awesome. It's really good acting. But those are a few moments. The rest of the film surrounding him, for the most part, except for that last bit, is just really messy. And it's frankly a bit lazy. It's also got some really one-note villains who really get no background whatsoever. You really don't give a crap about them. It's so strange. They don't even feel like a threat for the most part. They just sort of feel like, yeah, I guess you're a bad person. Okay. It's also a very short film, but that's not an issue I have. It's 1 hour and 29 minutes, and there's about 8 minutes of credits. It's a pretty quick film. It goes by pretty quickly. That I can say is a pretty good thing, but it's just disappointing. It's not a bad film at all. I mean, there are redeeming qualities to it. There are entertaining moments in it, and the final bit of it is a lot of fun. But overall, it's just really stale and kind of feels unnecessary. I'm gonna give Rambo Last Blood a 5.5 out of 10. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Look forward to more videos very soon. As always, if you like this, please do subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the movies.